Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here for this week's Friday Night Spotlight. This month focusing on films made by director and choreographer Charles Walters, man who had one of the spectacular Hollywood careers, but strangely is not really well known today. And with me to talk about Charles Walters and his films is the author of Charles Walters, the director who made Hollywood Dance, which is in bookstores this month. Welcome back, Brent Phillips.
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you here.
Thanks.
Now, the next film we have is one directed by Walters in 1950 with Judy Garland, again, putting on a show in a barn, only this time not with Mickey Rooney, but with Gene Kelly. The movie is Summer Stock, and it is, in fact, the last movie Judy ever made at her longtime alma mater of MGM. So let's talk a little about that. It seems such a strange movie, kind of old-fashioned movie for 1950.
I think it was, and Chuck was asked to do Summer Stock because of his great relationship with Judy. And it was a throwback to the Judy-Mickey movies at the barn. Judy's co-star is Gene Kelly, and he said, I was miscast. He was 40. And so...
But he kind of did it for the same reason, right?
Exactly.
To keep Judy on keel.
Yeah, he was great at placating her. And what's remarkable, though, is that because they're both so much more mature than Judy and Mickey were, there actually is another higher level of emotion that's in this film because they are grown-ups. And so they're dealing with more serious problems than what Judy and Mickey were dealing with in the barn.
Right.
Yeah.
So also, Judy Garland has so many different looks in this movie. Can you talk a little about that?
Well, her weight was fluctuating throughout. When she came back during the hiatus where she went to a hospital in Boston, she gained a bit of weight, some healthy weight, but they had to slim her down back to camera size. And so to do so, Judy went back on the same regimen that she had been on to lose weight, which, included taking diet pills. And she, so basically there she was back in the same nightmarish situation that she had been in before. And they tried to make her look svelter, but actually for her role as a female farmer, she actually fits that role perfectly when you see her in overalls.
Well-fed.
Yeah, well-fed.
Yes, on the farm, yes.
Exactly.
Now, what did Chuck Walters think about this? Because, he was doing kind of creative things up until this time. Annie, Get Your Gun, his take on that was certainly ahead of its time. But how did he feel about kind of being put back in this position? He
was not thrilled when he saw the script, and he even asked if there could be a whole rewrite of the script. He wrote basically said, this is a waste of Judy Garland's talents. He said, for my dough, she's a female Charlie Chaplin, and she's being wasted as this female farmer. So he asked for the script to be redone, and Dory Sherry basically said no. And so Chuck, he worked very hard with the script to really look at the poignancy and the emotion that he could bring out, so it could be a film of better quality than what it actually read as in reading the script.
So let's see the movie. Here it is, with a cast that also includes Eddie Bracken, Gloria DeHaven, the wonderful Marjorie Main, and Phil Silvers, from 1950, Summer Stock.